Well, here I am in my Airbnb in France, right outside of Paris. And wow, what a ride it was. Well, we had the moving company come a week before we actually moved. We sold a bunch of our furniture on Facebook Marketplace. And then came the final showdown, where we stayed up for 3 days straight between getting our house emptied out of all the stuff. Alright, so let me break down our last 48 hours. Okay, so we had to rent a U-Haul truck to clear all the trash out of our house because we're putting our house on the market and we're trying to sell the house so we can buy a house here. We had our plane tickets booked already, so we were on a time constraint. And so we got all the stuff out. And then the next day we had to take all that stuff to a dump site in the U-Haul and then return the U-Haul, which was a drawn-out process. Then we had to go pick up rental cars, 2 rental vans, which we would use to drive to Washington, D.C. We had to return our car that we had, our car, to the dealership after we picked up the rental cars. And then I picked Ginger up at the dealership. Thank goodness they gave us what we owed on the car, so we didn't have to owe anything. We weren't upside down. That was great. And then we had to go run a few other errands. Oh, we found out that like some of our pets were not booked on the flight, so we had to arrange that. We didn't have all the health certificates for all the pets that we booked, so we had to deal with all of that. And then we had to clean and clear even more stuff out of our house. That night, we got no sleep, and we had to just hurry up, pack the vans, and drive to Washington, D.C., where we barely made our flights. Hang tight, this is going to be a fun video. Between getting our stuff packed and driving 6 hours to Washington, D.C., where we flew out of, we flew into Paris, and then the Orly airport, by the way. And then I forgot my one of my bags from baggage claim. We had like a ton of bags. All 5 of us, by the way, a family of 5. I forgot one bag, one of my very important bags, and I had to go back in after my family had already got an Uber or a ride share service to drive them back to the Airbnb. And I had to jump through a lot of hoops to get my bag, but thank goodness I was able to pull that off. And I was reunited with my bag 3 hours later. And then I had to take a 2-hour train ride back to the Airbnb, which was a lot of fun. But we pulled it off, and we're here. And anyways, in this video, I'll show you some of the highlights of the adventure. Mind you, I had not slept through much of this. And this is a lot of fun, but I'm so thankful to be here. This is awesome, and we're going to have some great content coming your way here soon. All right, this is Chloe's last day at the groomer. Hi, Chloe. Hi, girl. Oh, wow. Look at her. Oh,
Yes, I mean, she'll start moving. Yeah, she looks great. She's going to be walking the streets of Paris next week.
Oh.
Take a razzle dazzle with us to France.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You too, thank you.
Hi, you ready to go bye-bye? Okay, well, come on. I didn't bring your leash. Let's go.
Oh, look at her. Video. Look at her. Hi, girl.
You ready to go bye-bye? Come on.
Chloe, this is our car.
She's a treasure troll.
Chloe. Oh, so cute. Oh my God, look at this. We have all of our animals here. This is crazy. And there's Chloe. And we got all of our cats here. This is chaos. And then here is all of our luggage. Oh my goodness.
You just have to fill out these 2 papers.
Right, and here's our gate, A20, and it is time to hop on this plane and head to my new home. This is going to be an exciting day in my life. Wow.
Say hi.
All right, and there's our plane right here. Oh, sorry. Oh man, this is exciting and fun and scary. Wow.
41J.
I'm 41J.
41J. So hungry.
Yeah, man. You get some delicious airplane food.
Some French food tonight? Having French tonight?
Well, here's my seat. It's so cool. Air France. Alright, and here we go. It is time to chase some dreams and have some fun.
Oh my god. How long have we been awake? I can't even talk now.
I mean, I think 36
Yeah,
hours.
36 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
I drove from South Carolina and didn't have health certificates for 4 of our cats and
That was
dogs.
great.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Oh my god. Thank God. Hold on. Cornbread. Yeah, did you go on a big bye-bye, Cornbread? You ready to get out of there?
All right, so we're here at baggage pickup, and over here are the pets. So we're gonna go get Chloe, and this is gonna be exciting. This feels like a vacation, but it is a move. And here are the pets. Chloe! Chloe! Hi, Chloe! Oh, look at her! Oh.
Not sure how we're getting to our apartment, but right now we're trying to deconstruct cages. We had to combine all of the kitties in one carrier. Well, there's a couple separate. My son's pets are over there in their own carrier. They're really big. And then Cornbread and Cake are in their own carrier. We're gonna try to deconstruct everything to condense it because we gotta figure out how we're getting to the apartment. So yeah, and we got our dog over there. She's ready to get out. She's flipping out to see us. Chloe! Chloe! How excited are you to see your family?
All right, so anyways, here we are. We just picked up the animals. We're gonna get ready to find some way to get to our Airbnb. This is crazy. I've been up for, gosh, 48 hours now. I've been up for about 48 hours. Actually more. Dude, it's been a long time. I haven't slept in forever. We've had to clean out our house. And we we're struggling to do that to the very last minute. We're gonna have to hire someone to finish it off. And then had to drive 6 hours to Washington, D.C. to use the to get to the airport to fly here. And here we are getting all of our stuff together. And now we got to find transportation back to the apartment that we rented. This is gonna be crazy. And this still feels like a vacation. It hasn't really set in that you live in Europe now. It's like, well, I live in Europe now, officially. That part hasn't really registered. This is all just so weird. It feels like a vacation, but it's not. This is my new reality. Right here, in an airport, in Paris. And here's all of our stuff, including those 2 cat carriers off to the side. All of our animals here. This is nuts. All right, and I'm at the train because I forgot my bag right here on my back. Forgot it at the baggage carousel. I had to go back in while my family had a ride to our Airbnb, and yeah, I got stuck at the airport, so I'm taking the train, getting used to the train system here. I'm not gonna lie, this is awesome. This is an adventure. Everything I've seen so far just looks fascinating, so. All right. Here we go. All right. Well, I just took my first shower, and it's a big adjustment. It's not like going on vacation, right? You have a different mindset. Going on vacation, you get to enjoy the place, nice little getaway, and you get to go home back to everything you know and love. Moving, you have to rebuild everything you know and love. You have to step out of your comfort zone and step into the unknown, into the unfamiliar, and try to make it happen. And in just one day, I am just like blown away by how much we have in front of us, how much we have to like work out and adapt to this way of life and this new surrounding. This is going to be big. Everything we took for granted is just different. Everything we were comfortable with, different. We just have to commit to adapting, and that's not easy. Just all kinds of things, like where are we gonna buy cat litter for all of our cats? There's one toilet with 5 people where we're staying now, but 2 showers. The refrigerators are teeny tiny here. There's no AC. I can go through a long list of things that I have to mentally prepare myself to overcome. I have to commit to overcoming or working around it. Like where I'm staying now, this Airbnb, so I cannot just order something from anywhere because like I have to like find a place to ship stuff. But this is where I'm going to be. And this is actually a big culture shock. One of the things that has really been hard on us is the no AC thing. There's no AC here, and it's 90 degrees. It's brutally hot. We're all hurting from it. And then it's just, we need to get established here as residents in France. In order to do that, we need an address, and we need a French bank account, and we need to figure out how to get our driver's license, which is reciprocal to France from the state of South Carolina, switched over to a French driver's license. There's a lot to figure out here, and it seems like you can't do one thing without the other, and it's just a big loop of hurdles to overcome. But we're gonna figure it out and document as much as we can So you get to see what the reality is of getting adjusted here in France as an American expat. In my case, I'm also a German citizen, so that may help me a little bit through the process, but still, it is a massive adjustment. I don't care where you're from. This is a culture shock. It's different. But thankfully, I've met some kind souls along the way who have helped me through some very tough situations, and I'm very grateful for that. So if anybody's bumped into me and you helped me out, I can't thank you enough. And so, yeah, just to name off a few people, there was a lady at the airport. I couldn't get back in once I left, and I realized I forgot my bag. But there was a lady at the airport. I tapped on a window, and she told me 2 minutes, and then she came and did everything she could to help me and point me in the right direction, and I appreciated that. That was a very, very kind act that made a big difference. And then when I got on the train, everyone I talked to, because I needed to make sure that I'm on the right train. And so everyone I talked to was very helpful. And then when I got on the train, I realized the town I was going to, the village I was going to, was not listed on the train as one of the stops. So I asked a lady, and she said, I can help you here. And she told me what to do, what train, where to get off, and what train to get on, and how to get home. And then on the next train, I was like, oh my God, did I miss the stop or whatever? I couldn't really tell what was going on. And there were people that, said, oh, you just wait till the last stop and you'll be fine. That was very nice. And then when I got off the train, I was lost. Had like hardly any battery left in my phone. And I met two young girls, and I just stopped and asked them, hey, do you know where this place is? And they're like, follow my mom. I speak little English, follow my mom. The mom could speak no English, but she still walked me. She walked me all the way to where I needed to be. Like, those are just some examples of how kind the people were that I ran into when I really needed a helping hand. They helped me along, and it made a huge difference. And to all those people, I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful.